Hello everyone. Now today, this little video is just going to be showing you a few things with Tinkercad. Now Tinkercad is our program that we use for our 3D printer. A couple grades have used this before in the past, but a few of you, this is brand new. So I'm just going to go over a few things that you can try out. When you first log in, which if you go to my Canvas page, if you click on your grade level and then click on Tinkercad Login, it will list every single teacher in that grade. You'll want to click on your teacher's name, and then you'll click on the green button that says Join with a Nickname. Now your nickname is going to be your name, your first name, plus your student number. Okay? Once you get in to Tinkercad, it will look a little bit like what you're seeing here, except there won't be any designs down here. It will just have this Create New Design button. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to take us to the creating platform, or the area. So a few things I would like you to try out, or it's something that I would like you to know. The first thing is right up here, right next to this rainbow square. It will just do kind of a random name. And you see when I put my mouse over it, it says change name. So if I click on that, I can type in Miss Peterson's design. Okay, and that will change the name. You see right here, there's a grid. Now, everything that we use, every shape, will start off being attached to that grid. So it will always touch the grid. Okay, this grid, you can change the angles. And on your Chromebooks, you can even do this just by touching and moving with your finger on your screen. Okay, I do not have a Chromebook, so I'm going to be using it over here. Okay, now if you look over here onto the right, there's a whole bunch of different shapes. We're under the one that says basic shapes. Let me move this up a little bit. Perfect. Now, if I click on where it says basic shapes, there will be a whole bunch of other categories. So there's text and numbers. See how now there's text and letters. There could be characters, which come up with some fun glasses and people that you could play with. There's even like connectors. These are usually used when you want to like snap something together, kind of like Legos. But yeah, I'd like you to kind of look through those. I'm going to go back to basic shapes. I'm going to show you the main way that we use Tinkercad. So if I click on a shape right here, you can see that it is highlighted. So there's a box around this box. That means that I have selected a box and I can put it anywhere on this grid. Okay, so I'm going to click, and there's my box. Whenever you put a new shape, there are a few different things you can do with it. You can click on any of these little white boxes to stretch that shape out. Now to do that, you do need to hold down your mouse when you're clicking on it. So I don't just click, I click and hold. Okay. Now this white one right on the top, that is one you can click and hold to make your object tall or small. Now, just like I said at the very beginning, it will always be touching the grid. If I try and lift it up, it's not going to go up. It will only go to the side or back or forth. okay? If I want to lift this up, what you can do, one way you can do that is you find the little black triangle. So I'm circling it with my mouse right now, the little black triangle. If you click and hold that, then it will lift your object up or down. Okay? All right. If you have an object, let's say I don't want this rectangle anymore. I don't really want this box. If I have it selected, so I click on it, and it has those little white boxes, I can go right up here, right under where my name is, and I can click on this little trash can, and it will delete it. Okay? Now, there are two other things I'd like you to try. If you go to Scribble, right here, next to the sphere, it actually doesn't just do a little scribble design, it takes you to a place where you can draw. So I'm gonna click, and it's taken me to this new little grid. And I'm gonna move this a bit so you can see. So whatever I draw on here, let's say I draw a smiley face. It's going to show what it will look like in 3D. Okay, so let's say I like my smiley face and I hit done. There is my little smile. It zoomed in really close and I want it to zoom out a bit, so I'm gonna click on this little house icon right here. Oh, and my computer has a hard time doing this one. But when you click on that little house, it usually will zoom out so you can see it a little better. Same with clicking on the minus and the plus. Now my computer has a really hard time doing that. And so even if I click on it, it takes a while to do that. So I'm gonna leave that like that. Okay. Now, what I would like you to try is I would like you to try doing Scribble, playing around with some of the shapes and seeing if you can kind of learn how to stack them. Now, stacking shapes, like I said, is a little harder. You need to look, well, that's really close. You need to look right for that little black triangle. Now, let's say I want to stack this smiley face on top of here. So I'm going to take this little black triangle, I'm going to move my smiley face up, and then I'm going to drag it over, just like that. And if I look at it from different angles, yeah, you can see that it's stacked. Awesome. Okay, I'll be making a few more of these videos for Tinkercad, but those are just the basic things I'd like you to try out first. You are welcome to use Tinkercad at home. Again, your nickname is just your name, your first name, and your student ID number, all right? If you usually go by a nickname in class, like a shortened version of your name, I would try typing that in first because usually I remember those and I put that as your name, okay? All right, I'm excited to see what you guys do with this, and I will post up a few more videos soon, okay? All right, bye.